Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling. It can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes.
Feels a whole heck of a lot different not being at SummerSlam Live this year, don't it, Rob?
Man.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I am your host, Conrad Cushman. Tonight, I am being joined by two very special guests. The man who missed the show yesterday.
Welcome back.
Welcome
back.
Derek Shelton in the house. And we got Rob in the back once again.
What's up, people?
We are here to talk about WWE SummerSlam 2020. Lots of twists, lots of turns. Some good, some bad. But for now, we're going to try and keep this podcast under an hour. I'll explain why in a second. But let's get it going with the YouTube intro.
Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. I'll begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes. Everyday pro wrestling. It can never be you.
All right, we are going to be talking about WWE SummerSlam, but if you guys are joining us for the first time, do your boy a favor. Make sure that you guys hit the like button for us. Tell people who are coming in to hit the like button, and join us every time we go live. We do AEW Dynamite. We're live after all the pay-per-views, so come on in, have a good conversation with wrestling fans. I want to hear what you guys thought of the show. Your things will be said on this podcast. And just so you guys know, I said that we're going to try and keep these shows under an hour going forward because of the issues I'm having with YouTube and then trying to port this over to the podcast later. If you're wondering, there's no audio version for the show yesterday because it's over an hour and I think it's causing issues when I try to download the audio portion of it. With that being said, I'll try and work on some alternate ways to get this fixed. But for now, let's get into some SummerSlam talk, shall we, boys?
Let's do it.
Thunderdome. We gotta talk about that real quick. What do you guys think? Is it dope? I like it personally. I think it's a good add-on.
I like it. It's definitely something different to see. I like how they had the fans in the crowd, so to speak, with the screens. So it gives back the almost a genuine feel of having a crowd there. So at least getting everybody involved.
Mm-hmm.
It was an improvement tonight from compared to what they had on Friday.
Friday felt like a test run.
Yeah, but I liked it. It feels like we're getting back to normal almost. There's nothing normal about this, but we're going stepping in the right direction.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely. What's going on? We got Broken in the house. Ace, my man, original Biggie, OB1. Ace, Foul Original is in here. Foul, great live stream earlier, brother. I was popping in and out of there. Let us see. Yeah, Thunderdome. Oh, Broken said Thunderdome is trash. I don't want to see the neckbeards. Wow, I had to invite to be on there. How dare you? And I do have a beard kind of on my neck. But yeah, I thought that it was different. I like it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to join because the email it sends you, so the first email you get saying, like, you've been added on, blah, 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 look for our email. And then the second one went to the junk mail. The frustrating things in life. Let's talk about the kickoff show, though. Me and Derek checked this match out. We had, for the United States Championship, the Dipset title, we had Apollo taking on MVP.
C+.
Yo, chill. We didn't even get into the other stuff here.
I didn't see this match, so let them take it.
Let me just say, the first part about this that I love was MVP came back out to the We Ballin' theme. Yo, thank you, whoever made that decision. Because no offense to Silk the Shocker, but that theme ain't doing it no more for me, man. It's not 07. I prefer the We Ballin', even though it reminds me of like when T.I. was on top of rap as well. But MVP is always like, I liked his music when he was putting it out personally.
Yeah, no, it was definitely nice to hear this theme song because the other one I was not a fan of. MVP has always been a nice little staple to the WWE. A great mouthpiece. He can still go for his age. I mean, you could tell he's not in shape like he normally is, but he can still go.
Wow.
What?
Wow, harsh.
What? He still go for his age?
He just
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't be no ageism. Ageism here. I think MVP is still really good.
For his age.
He won a judo tournament recently against someone who, what was he in? Mixed martial arts?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, or do you remember who we lost to, Rob? Was it a gold medalist or something, or a bronze medalist?
I think it was a bronze medalist.
Yeah, he didn't feel so bad afterwards, so I give MVP his props. Ace is calling this match a squash match in the chat. It was pretty quick though what we got here. I do want to talk about one spot in the match, the 9 count and both guys running back in the ring. It's up there with Tower of Doom. It must stop.
Yes.
It's done too much, too often. It's got to go.
Yeah. The fact that they're down for the count up until like 7, and they're like, oh, all right, I got like 2 seconds to get like halfway up, then I got a second and a half to get in the ring, like, and we're doing it.
I think it takes believability out of it for me. I don't know. That's just me.
Well, this thing going around too. There's a lot of repeated finishes, like the distraction roll up, the 9 count thing you're talking about. They keep going back to the same well. It kind of shows how creatively bankrupt they are.
Yeah.
Big facts. Sonny in the chat says, hi guys, show was 7 out of 10. As for the weekend, I still can't get over Pat McAfee. I ain't mad at you, bro. Do. Sick said Thunderdome. Looks like Sick may be a fan of it. I don't know. I think, like I said, it worked for me.
Thundercats he's doing.
With Thunderdome. Terrible. Terrible. I haven't even thought about Thundercat in years. But great show.
That was a good show.
It was, man. I have an action figure on the roof somewhere still, I think. Like, good times. What's wrong with MVP's old theme? Didn't hear the clock ticking? Nah, we ballin' is what I heard. C+ for this match. Apollo gets the win with the lifting bomb. I feel like this is all just leading to Apollo eventually going against Bobby Lashley and taking the... So, we'll see what happens with it.
I got a twist on that.
What?
Not Bobby Lashley. Cedric.
You think Cedric's the one who defeat? I think Cedric's going to turn on Ricochet, and that's going to be the feud.
He's going to join the Hurt Business. He'll be the one to take out Apollo.
You know what? I like the Hurt Business as a faction. They looked like a united team tonight. I like the matching shirts they all had on. It worked tonight. Now, during the pre-show, we found out about Renee Young, so I guess we'll kind of give our quick thoughts on this here. Renee Young is leaving WWE. They kind of gave her a nice little, hey, Renee, it was great working with you. Thank you for being here at the WWE. I feel like Renee Young was someone who was very talented, and she got kind of pooped on a lot for her shows and things that were going well for her.
Pretty much.
But I could see her whining. Everyone says she's going to AEW. Maybe she goes there for pay-per-views and stuff, but I really see Renee Young going to like an ESPN or a Fox Sports or something.
I would say no offense to wrestling, but I feel like her talents are almost too good for wrestling.
Yeah.
For just wrestling, I should say.
Yeah, and she's working on that book now too, right? Or not cookbook. She's got the cookbook, so she's probably working on
Lots of onions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, she's probably working on a nice little book signing tour for that, I guess.
There was a hashtag started on Twitter last week. It was have Renee Young replace Ellen DeGeneres. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Holla at your people, Renee.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the first match on the main card here. We had the SmackDown Women's Title match. We have Bayley taking on Asuka in this one. Yeah, Rob, I'm gonna let you start with this.
I just got a question for you guys first. Is Asuka the best talent that they have in the company?
Yes.
As far as overall or women's division?
Well, I know she's the best in the women's division. I'm saying overall. She just pulls the best out of everybody.
Yes.
Even Nia Jax.
Yes.
That's tough. That is a tough offer. She's up there. I would say there's a couple people that you could mix it up with in that. I think it just depends on the night and who they're working with, but yeah, I'm not mad at it. I think that she can hold it down when she needs to.
I just love everything she does, man.
In this match, Bayley hits the Bayley to belly. She gets a near fall from that. Bayley focused on Asuka's ankle in the match. There were a lot of heel hooks that were called knee bars and things like that in here. And I know they didn't look great if you're a MMA purist, but they tried to do some things here. The story of the match, though, is what we've all been expecting, the Sasha and Bayley story. And Sasha saved Bayley by taking a hit for her when Asuka does her, I call it like the booty middle rope nail where she always hits people with. And she pushed Bayley out of the way, takes the hit for her, and that leads to Bayley getting a small package, 1, 2, 3. Bayley saves the SmackDown Women's Championship here, and we gave that a grade of a B. Derek, any quick thoughts on that?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I was a little confused as to why Asuka was wrestling Bayley first, but then I forgot about the stipulation that they had. But other than that, I thought this was a good match. I have thoughts on the second match, but we'll get into that when we hit that.
I think a couple people got thoughts on that one.
Yeah.
Sick. Hold on, I want to just give some shout outs real quick. What's going on, Megs? I see you in the chat. DJ Kirby. He said, hola, chaps. Let's see here. Sick said, I think, and this is talking about Renee, I think she wants to be closer to her husband personally. It's got to suck to be working for 2 different wrestling companies. Ask Cedric and Big Swole. You never know, right? No way you have time to see each other too much. True. Sonny said, girls can't say no to The Rock. I must have missed something. Oh, you said Renee to the XFL. Shayna Baszler is next up. Ace is saying, Asuka is the greatest female wrestler of this generation. I hate how they're treating her.
She just wanted...
PR disrespected me, so we're just gonna give him a hello and that's it. And DJ said, do you think Sasha Banks is going to turn on Bayley? We will get to that, good sir. We will get to that. I think I've talked about this when I was doing Raw reviews still. But we'll get into what I think is going to happen with that. Raw Tag Team title match. We get Kevin Owens on commentary. Why?
Hey, he gets a payday out of it.
I guess. Kevin Owens is out there on commentary. We have Angel Garza and Andrade with Zelina Vega taking on the Street Profits here. I will say they did have a nice little entrance for them. They had the red cups firing out of like a machine for them. They were doing a bunch of different things. Rob, what did you think of the red cups coming out?
It just sucks for whoever had to clean that up. Knock it off.
Oh, sorry. I was just flexing a little bit. Yeah, no, that's definitely going to suck for whoever has to clean up. I thought it was creative, though, that they were able to do something like that. Yeah, that's it, man. Montez Ford's arm was the focus of the match. This was a tag. The tag division is hurting, bro. I'm going to say it.
Why are there only 2 tag teams?
Because Eric and Ivar are in the Raw Underground.
What's good, Connor?
Why?
Dude, I don't know what's going on. I think the tag belts need to be merged and they need just one tag division. I think all the titles should just be held by guys who are going to go back and forth. Let them be your ratings draws or whatever. I think that's the best way to do it. Maybe I'm crazy for that, but this tag division needs help. This match ends with Zelina getting knocked off the apron, which led to the, I call it the D-Lo combination, the Sky High into the twisting frog splash. He kind of did a Rob Van Dam style, actually, I should say, tonight. 1, 2, 3, that's the end of the match. C+. Nothing.
It was standard fare.
Yeah, we gave a B to Bayley and Asuka, and then this was a C+, so not mad at it. It was just what you expected.
I will say, Selena did look really good in her Sindel outfit.
Thank you. I forgot to write that in the notes. She usually comes out as a Mortal Kombat character if you guys are video game fans.
No Bianca. I was kind of shocked at that.
Me too. I was disappointed that Bianca didn't come out after... Like, they did a poisoning angle. You would think people would be mad.
Well, think about the next show next Sunday. It's called Payback, so say Payback, so you know what.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't feeling the energy as far as the promotion for that. I think they've done a horrible job setting up Payback, but it's next week, so... DJ said, what are they doing with the Raw Tag Team Championship? Street Profits need to go back down to NXT. Absolutely not. The Street Profits are ready. They just have to figure out what they're doing with the whole division. Izzy, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Six said, yeah, Asuka was just champ, but it was owed, I feel. I'll never get how they did her at WrestleMania. Yep, that's it. That review's in the...
in the archives?
Yeah, in the archives. PR said WWE is lag, and I think he's trying to say laggy, so he put static up there. Okay, interesting. The brand split is still pointless at this point. Izzy, I've been saying this for a long time. What brand split? They just hop over to all types of shows and do whatever they want when it comes to this.
I mean, they kind of have to now. They're not traveling.
Rob, you could still make the brand split mean something.
Let me just be an optimist for a minute.
I'm not. I'm being a realist since day one. I cannot stand this like feng shui, this facade that there's a brand split. I personally think they did it okay in the beginning, but I knew what was going to happen. The moment something started to tank, switch brands, put them back together. Because you bail on it. You have to be committed to something when you do it.
Is Vince really committed to it though?
No, absolutely. He never has been not since the early years of it. So next Sunday we have Payback. The only thing we know that's on Payback, there will be a women's tag team title match. Is there any contenders that you guys see?
I have a theory about that.
I see no contenders.
Come on.
A qualifying match either tomorrow or Friday. Who are the tag teams that they even have? You got the Iconics and the
Liv Morgan and Ruby.
I guess they're the Riot Squad still. I can see them maybe.
They're out.
Who's out?
Liv Morgan and Ruby Riot.
So you think the Iconics?
Yeah. You know what? I would actually like to see the Iconics win.
I think you could put together a nice team with Naomi and Bianca Belair. You could do a different. I don't know. You could do a few different teams.
I would have said Lana and Natalia, but they got a thing going with Melina. Oh, not Melina. Mickey James.
Melina and Alicia Fox. Sorry, never gets old.
I'm thinking it's gonna be Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott.
Broken says Liv and Ruby. PR says Natty and Lana. Yeah, Raw tag team division has been deleted since the Street Profits and Viking Raiders rivalry.
True.
Why is Payback right after SummerSlam? I don't understand the logic. I don't know. I think this is a Vince-ism trying to sell. This feels like a Tuesday in Texas kind of thing. If you guys don't know, 91, he did a pay-per-view on a Tuesday just to see what would happen. I think he's just doing the same thing here. Like, let's see how many eyes we attract after a pay-per-view and see if we can get a rivalry going real quick to sell some pay-per-views. Or network subscriptions, I should say. Let's get into the Loser Leaves WWE match. Rob?
You got Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. Is this supposed to be a no disqualification, street fight, falls count anywhere, whatever they call it?
We might as well poo-poo on this match now.
I wasn't a fan.
No, me either.
I was upset about it too because Sonya Deville's been great. I feel like this kind of blew her flame out.
I think both women have been great. I think that their promo work was great. Leading up to this, the fights and brawls were good. I don't know what happened here. Like, they were like, all right, now get in the ring. One of them forgot, like, everything that was supposed to happen.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, this should have been a fight. There should have been a battle, and it was just Mandy just basically took over. Like there was no stopping her once the bell rang. So it kind of defeated the purpose of the fire that they should have had. Mandy should have been the one that was getting beat up to begin with.
Yeah.
All right, so Rob brought up a good point about this, and I think this hurt the card too. Connor just said this was the weakest match on the card. To him, agreed. I think what hurt this match a lot were the stipulations tonight in a lot of the other matches. This had more stipulations than Extreme Rules.
We were just talking about that downstairs.
Well, I heard you say it. That's why I'm bringing it up. Like, Rob brought up that point, and I kind of agree. Do you think that hurt the overall card of tonight?
Nah, because I feel like this is one of the best shows that they had in a while.
But I'm saying, do you feel like there were so many gimmick matches that we expected too much from this, or...
Yeah, kind of.
I wouldn't have given this the match that they gave it. You don't give this kind of match that feel. I think this is just something...
I'll say that I was more invested in the hair versus hair match than it was the Loser Leaves WWE match.
Yeah, why did that even change?
Well...
Rob, you would probably say it gracefully.
So there's some outside stuff going on with Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose in their personal lives, and I'm assuming we got the outcome that we got because Sonya has to go deal with that.
It's the stalker guy. He's a creep. I don't give any credence, whatever you want to say,
we ain't talking about that dude.
People who are POSs.
You're a dick for that, honestly.
Demonetized. So yeah, this wasn't it though. I thought it was a sloppy match. In the end, though, she wins with a running V-trigger type knee. I don't know what you want to call it. It was like a V-trigger knee, basically.
Knee to the face.
Yeah, she hit her with a knee to the face. 1, 2, 3. She gets the win. Big Otis comes out to celebrate with her. They do the Macho Man Miss Elizabeth pose, holding her up.
Can we talk about that trash worm that she did?
The caterpillar.
It's the caterpillar when it's Otis because he's a construction man.
So what do you call it when it was Mandy?
Trash.
Poo poo.
Okay, that was extremely trash.
But overall, this was a dud to me.
C-, I give it.
Give it an F.
That's generous.
Yeah. Derek.
Also, it felt like a weak payoff to this story that's been going on for a while.
Yeah, like you didn't get the nah. You didn't get anything out of it either. Usually, I don't know. That's just something you're accustomed to in WWE matches.
That would have been nice if they piped that in there. Nah.
Nah, don't let WWE pipe in anything because it'll be way too loud and
obnoxious. They did a
obnoxious.
decent job tonight though with the crowd noise.
Better than Friday.
Yeah,
much better. Connor said he was also more invested in the hair versus hair match. DJ said, "Do you think Mandy Rose is going to be SmackDown Women's Champion eventually?"
Eventually,
yeah. I do think so as well. And why was the Intercontinental Championship off the card? Because AJ Styles don't work on Sundays. Bow. No, I'm kidding. I have no idea. They have not been using the Intercontinental title properly for a while now. I kind of miss it being on the pay-per-views and stuff, but they're trying to make it like a focal point of SmackDown.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'll take a 3-hour show. And how these pay-per-views have been.
You already know the look I'm giving. Okay.
I'm talking about a pay-per-view.
Bro, I was like, we can't have 3-hour Raws happening, bro.
What was that? Money in the Bank that started at 7 and went up at 9:30?
Yeah,
that was great.
Yo, all good. No complaints. No complaints. I'll take that all day because you know when they come back, 5-hour extravaganza. Let's talk about the match I was most looking forward to. Seth Rollins versus Dominik Mysterio. This was definitely a pretty dope match. I love the build for this. I love that Dominik is fighting for his father. He's been caught in the ropes. He's getting beat with kendo sticks. He took an ass whipping.
For me personally, I feel like this is one of the best stories they got going on Raw right now.
Yeah. In
this whole pandemic era. And it actually helped me get invested into the Monday Night Messiah character because I wasn't feeling it at all to begin with, but over the last month or so, it's been working for me.
Told you, I was the only one that was feeling this out of all three of us. I was the only one that was.
I'll give you that.
Timeout. Bullshiggity, I'm calling right now, him feeling it. He didn't feel it until the suit came out.
No, dude, I was feeling it after a while, right?
But not in the very beginning.
Not in the very beginning, but I was feeling it before y'all started feeling it.
And guess what? I'm still going to be the guy to say, I don't like this. He can't go far enough to where he needs to for this gimmick, so I'm not a fan. I said it there. And where's AOP?
One got hurt, so they can't use the other.
Bring back Paul Ellering. So, Seth Rollins comes out this match. His attire. Check this one out also in the archives. Halloween Havoc 1997 review in the retro review sections. So you guys can go back and check this out. Seth Rollins' attire was paying tribute to Rey Mysterio in 1997. I thought that was really dope.
It was.
With the
Phantom attire.
Yeah, the purple and black attire with the question marks all over. It was dope. And if you've never seen that match with Eddie Guerrero, best cruiserweight match I think I've ever seen.
Now, did you notice too in the midsection where he had it on with the jacket on? It was like an evil face in there.
Yep. That was nice.
Dirty bastard. So Dominik comes out in his attire. I thought he looked pretty cool in it. Rob has something different to say.
I thought it looked cool, but I didn't like that the hoodie stayed on because he kept having to pull it back. It was distracting.
I didn't like that either.
Laughing at sick. You just continue.
Yeah, I didn't like the hoodie either. I thought he was gonna eventually take the vest off. But
it came off.
Eventually it did.
I mean.
So you guys say no to the hood on the back?
No to the hood. If you would have just left the vest part of it, I'd have been all right with that.
Listen, I'm cool with it. It was a different attire. Maybe he was supposed to take it off and he forgot. We don't know what happened with this.
That's true.
This is kind of like when Dustin Rhodes first came in '91 with his dad. The natural Dustin Rhodes, yes. He works for some other company now. And
wait.
What are you laughing at? Sick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing too. Sick, you're terrible.
Come on.
Yeah, so Connor said he sent me a message. Yeah, you did send me a message about that, Connor. I forgot earlier on during the show. Much respect. Yeah, this match was just kind of a beatdown. It was a street fight. It was what it was supposed to be. There was more storytelling from, like, Ray. His wife was there as well.
Shout out to Angie.
Yeah, she did a great job looking at the screen backstage. Did she look straight into it, or was she sideways?
I think she was.
She watched it properly.
She watched it properly, but I think they got it at like a side angle.
I hate when they show somebody like, who watches TV like...
Right, yeah.
Anyway.
Let me watch this in the most uncomfortable fashion possible.
Terrible. Now, we were looking at this, and once Dominik got his offense in, I thought he looked really good, bro. Like, he was much better. Yeah. I mean, here's the crazy thing. I feel like he's going to be, like, overshadowed by Pat McAfee because he wasn't a wrestler. And, listen, no offense. Pat got to go on NXT where the cuffs were off versus here where, now I want you to do a body slam. Like, you know, Vince was calling this play-by-play, setting it up move by move for him.
Now, one problem I did have with this match, this is supposed to be this blood feud, like, I'm going to kill you. And they started out with a collar and elbow tie-up. And they were trying to chain wrestle. This is supposed to be a fight. That was one issue I had with this match.
I respect that. I you know what? I didn't even think about that.
Well,
that does make sense, though.
Timeout, that's the same thing, though, with Cole and McAfee. Because they definitely started off with a collar and elbow tie-up.
Well, that one had a story, though. This is somebody trying to come into a wrestler's world. He's trying to show him up with wrestling. So that one actually made sense.
I don't know. All right. Yeah,
Nah,
I'll give it to him for that.
That should have been like, you know, we come in, boom, kick to the midsection. I'm going
like
to
measure the strength.
Test the strength, and then like, nah, it's like kick to the midsection. I'm beating you down now, like that. That's what it should have been, because I mean, here you talk about my boy Ray lost his eye, so
yeah.
This should be a blood feud. I get what you're saying.
Now, even with that complaint, though, I will give Seth Rollins props because he was still talking his mess.
Yes.
But we had him in the headlock. It's like, is this your son? He sure is not Uncle Eddie's.
Yep.
El Terrible. Let's see here. Izzy said Dominik and Seth was great.
Seth knows it. He know the truth.
Y'all better quit disrespecting Ray. Dominik and Seth was great. I thought they used kendo sticks too much, though. I think that was part of the story, though, Izzy. I think I was okay with it for what happened to Dominik earlier. Six said, looks like talent ain't passed through genetics. Just saying. Whoa, that was harsh.
Oh, wow.
I thought Dominik did great here.
For his first match, yeah.
For who produced the match, you know who produced this. Jared Simmons, I just don't see Seth the same anymore after he puked in the ring. He looked like a comedic mid-carder after that.
It was a mid-card feud.
Connor said, I think this was one of the strongest matches on the card. I am with you, Connor. This is definitely tied for my match of the night. Booker T, remember when Booker T vomited on Cole after that stink face for Rikishi? Good times. Oh, boy. Rollins ends up getting the victory here with the curb stomp after Rey Mysterio is handcuffed. He can't do anything. It's still like, oh, I can't save you. I wish I could. Buddy Murphy did great in this as well, by the way. Buddy Murphy deserves way more props than that dude gets.
Agreed.
We gave this a B+ for this match. I don't have anything else to add to this except for one thing. In my opinion, Conan, Billy Kidman, and Juventud Guerrero should have came out from the Filthy Animals to try and help him win. That would have just been great. But Billy Kidman can't do the shooting star press anymore, I don't think.
7-year itch.
Final thoughts on this match. I got kind of vibes. Remember when Kane, Tombstone, Linda McMahon, and Shane came back out to get his revenge? He still looked good in defeat. I thought Dominik looked good in defeat.
He did.
He showed a lot of balls. And speaking of balls,
you guys can go to manscaped.com and get yourselves the Lawnmower 3.0. This thing does fantastic. The Lawnmower 3.0 is one of the best in design, growing, grooming. Now, fellas, ladies, you guys can get this. Shave your bits, we'll call them, and do a great job. And not only will your balls thank you, your privates will thank you as well. Now, we have more than just that on hand here. We've got ourselves some refined cologne. Smells wonderful. You guys also can get yourselves the foot duster, that little foot deodorant. take care of your toes, fellas. I have to urge you. It's sandal season.
Clean them talons up.
Yeah, I don't want to see those things clipping anybody, sawing off ankles. We also have the ball toner. We don't want those boys staking. And last but not least, ball deodorant. Gotta use it. Gotta.
Shine them up real nice.
Especially before the gym. It works nice for you guys. They have plenty of things. Go to manscaped.com. Use our promo code EPW Show. Save 20% and get free delivery on it. And speaking of the promo code EPW Show, use that exact same promo code if you go to powerslam.tv and get yourself 1 free month of independent wrestling on everything pro wrestling. Go and search your favorite indie wrestler and look up some of their matches, and you guys can check them out and tell them I sent you. Enjoy it. It's a free code if you're ever sitting at home bored and you want to check out some independent pro wrestling. And big shout out to the Pro Wrestling Shoot podcast. Gotta show my boy Jesse some love. If you guys listen to the audio version, their commercials will all be placed in here as well.
And scene.
Moving on.
Gotta pay the bills.
You damn right you do. You guys can also feel free to hit that donation button. Help a brother out. I've got stuff lined up when you guys donate. Just make it happen. Somebody put that $1 in there. And you know what? Even better if you give it to my PayPal. Or buy a t-shirt at tpublic.com. What for apparel? All in the link tree down below.
Mm-hmm.
Raw Women's title match. Sasha Banks versus Asuka. Can we talk about this cup of noodle stir fry? Because we had a debate about this. Like, was this poorly timed? Can we say that? I won't say racist.
I'm saying it.
All right, I don't know.
That's racist.
They're produced in America.
But you put it on with Asuka's wrestling, and you did not advertise it until then.
I like noodles.
I like noodles too, but I'm not gonna throw it in there with an Asian wrestler.
Nothing wrong with top ramen, folks. Nothing wrong with top ramen.
I don't have a problem with it.
I do.
I'm just gonna say it was poorly timed. We're just gonna leave it at that.
That's a touchy subject, bro.
No, it was poorly timed. Like,
no, I'm just saying, like you just don't throw that shit out there like that, dude. Like,
yeah, you could have picked a different match to do that in.
Like you could have did that at the last match
during a blood feud. By the way, guys, we gotta advertise.
They can't get it during the Street Profits match. You're always stirring something up.
Well, technically, that kind of that would have been a little racist, a lot less than what it was for Asuka.
Everybody likes top ramen.
I do too, but stirring up the pot. Chef Curry with the pot.
I got a question that's not WWE question. Walking Dead, favorite moment from it. This is random, but okay.
My favorite moment will be when it gets canceled. I hate Walking Dead. Sorry. First 2 seasons were good, and they just went off a cliff.
I already know. It's going to be the same as mine. Negan. Okay, Conrad Slater, I got kids. You damn right I do. Intern. He's knocked out right now.
Better be.
I haven't heard him in a while. Better be doing your paperwork. Anyway, Raw Women's title match here. Sasha, Asuka. I think we all knew what the story was going into this, right?
Yes.
Sasha can't win the big one.
No.
I'm tired of them treating my girl like this. Like, they really hurt Sasha by having her lose her first title defense.
She can't defend titles, man.
I don't want to hear it. That's BS.
That's become the MO for her now. She can win them, but she can't defend them.
Note to self, she lost the title in this match. There was a nice powerbomb to the floor. Asuka's whiplash on that.
Nice.
Jeez. I don't know. I didn't like that. That looked painful.
She just joined Corporate Thug Entertainment, man. CTE.
Sure, listen. And then Sasha follows up with a foot to the face.
Yeah.
In the ring, like,
well,
time out.
Well, she kept the viciousness on. Like I said, I think Asuka was okay.
I get it, but I mean, should have like hit her in the collarbone or something, like Asuka, right in the face.
But Asuka not only survived, she thrived in a match with Minoru Suzuki, so I think she's all right.
Well, that's true. After what this dude showed me, oh my god.
6 at Walking Dead should have ended after Negan got his just due. They're just milking it now. Yeah, anything after 7 seasons, Rob knows what we follow. No more than 7 seasons, bro.
Let's just South Park.
Peace. Obi-Wan says, good match, but more importantly, the hair-hatted hooligan lost, so I'm happy. So,
yeah.
That's Obi-Wan for you. Let's see here. So, we got that powerbomb to the floor. They had the exact same finish as before, so Sasha's against the ropes. Bayley makes the effort to save her, but Bayley doesn't take the hit. Commentary decided to point this out. I don't think it mattered because Bayley got caught with the spinning back fist. Sasha goes for the bank statement, but Asuka rolls through into the Asuka lock, and it was a GG. Sasha had no choice but to tap out. She did the Triple H faint WrestleMania tap out, according to Rob.
Well, it shows that she actually put up a fight.
Right. I get it.
I think that spot should have been...
Hunter's School of Selling.
Right, exactly. I think that spot should have been different. Just for the simple fact that, you know, Bayley caught the elbow to the face. There was time for her to get in there and distract.
Maybe
DQ, though.
Maybe that was the point. But
No,
it would have saved the title.
But I'm saying, like, you get on top, or she hit her with the elbow. You get on top of Bayley gets on top of the ring to try and distract, and then I don't know. I just feel like with her going after Bayley and the miss was there. Like, I felt like there should have been something done differently because she had the opportunity to get up. So you mean to tell me she took the elbow, but didn't have the wherewithal to be like, oh shoot, let me get up on the apron.
And that's leading to my point about all of this. Bayley's a piece of shit. It's what this is leading to. And I'm not saying that to be mean. That's the storyline. Bayley's a piece of shit. Bayley is Triple H and Sasha's Batista. Run with me for a second. Just hear me out. Bayley could have saved Sasha so many times, but Sasha always saves Bayley. So eventually Sasha's going to wake up from all of this. And Izzy brings up a point that I'll let Rob answer. Building to Sasha and Bayley at WrestleMania 37, I think that's too long of a build. Izzy, I would prefer if it went that far, but I don't think the wrestling fans can hang on to this feud much longer.
Long-term booking isn't WWE's strong suit, so...
Not since 89. Let's see here. DJ said, I think Sasha Banks should go back to NXT and become the biggest heel. Those days are over, my good friend. Sasha is not going back to NXT. She likes that main roster money. Six said the WWE Women's Division is basically Bayley and Sasha show now. I don't care that Sasha can hold on to her wigs longer than she can her titles at this point. Damn. And Connor asked, do you think Asuka was called up too early when she was called up a few years ago?
Nope.
No.
She shouldn't have lost at WrestleMania, but nope.
I feel like maybe Ember Moon should have got put over. I think that hurt Ember a little bit by not doing it that way. Just me, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad here, though. We got what we got in this matchup. Asuka's the Raw Women's Champ. I think this is leading to a match with Shayna Baszler. I'm cool with this. This is what I wanted to see anyway. The two best NXT Women's Champions going at it for the longest reigns, most dominant reigns, I'll say.
Nah, I'm hoping that they drop this whole thing with Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see anybody else getting hurt.
Right. Let me see here. Six said, Asuka was undefeated in NXT for what, 2 years? Nah, I don't think she was called up too soon. Personally, it's just the booking, man. I agree with Sick 100%. We gave that match, have we been giving out the grades? Seth Rollins and Dominik got a B+. Raw Women's title match, we gave a B2. And now we're moving into the WWE Championship match. I do not have a lot of notes on this because I was actually watching a wrestling match occur. Drew McIntyre versus Randall Keith Orton.
Randall Keith.
That's right.
Randall Keith.
What do you guys, what did you think of this match? This was actually, I thought this was going to main event the show. Hence why it's the thumbnail for the video.
I knew the Universal one was going to main event just because they're on the bigger network and it's the more focused on title. I know.
All right, go ahead.
I know. But this was your prototypical Randy Orton match. Randy Orton epic, I should say. It goes in 3 acts. Starts out slow and methodical, picks up the pace in the middle, and it just draws you in towards the end.
Big facts. D.
I thought this was a good match. I would have liked... See, this is another match where I would have liked a little bit more veracity. A little bit more emotion shown. Because you went from Drew McIntyre being clearly pissed off of other things that Randy Orton's been doing. And then you just got, like, yes, Randy Orton is a mind game kind of player. But I still feel like this should have been what Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose's match should have been. It should have been a fight. This should have been where, all right, I'm going to kill you because you've been going on a tear. What?
Better words.
It's a figure of speech.
It's a figure of speech.
I'm gonna destroy you.
We here at Everything Pro Wrestling do not believe in murderous acts. But continue though.
What about axe murderers?
There you go.
We'll talk about them. That's about it.
No, I just feel like this should have been another a heartfelt fight like this.
I think it was though. Truthfully, I mean there was blood in this. I think it looked like it was hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
scratched his eye open and he cut his forehead
both
open.
guys had little bits of blood on them. It was kind of like, you know, level 1 bleeding in like the old SmackDown versus Raw games. Nothing too crazy, but
before you started making a hamburger meat in the turnbuckles.
I don't know. I just feel
burgers.
Like it wasn't, I just feel like it wasn't up to par of what, you know, how Drew McIntyre was looking before this match.
I think they did great for this match. I thought that this was honestly second best match on the card. I gave this, or not second best match, tied for best match. I gave this a B+ as well. I thought they did really good. The finish kind of came from out of nowhere. The backslide.
I wouldn't have done the backslide.
I feel like this is leading to a rematch at Payback. Maybe I'm.
Now, I thought that Drew was gonna lose this match after he hit the figure 4 spot. I don't know why. I just felt like he got him in there. I feel like he sealed his own fate. Like, you're gonna get caught with something. You're gonna get caught with an RKO out of nowhere, or you're gonna get punt kicked or something.
You know what? When he slapped it on, I thought the same thing too. I'm like,
I feel like Payback though they could still do something with Randy here, and because I predicted Randy was gonna win in the end. I didn't know who to pick, and I was like, I'm gonna settle on Randy because I thought maybe they let Drew get it back later.
Couple spots we want to talk about in this match too. When he was setting up for the punt kick, you brought this up. Do you think Drew stood up too early? Where you kind of telegraphed it?
yes.
Bad camera view, because if the cameraman wasn't so close on him, we wouldn't have saw him stand up already. Because you knew.
Done.
I'm not even gonna swear.
Yeah. Well, in any case, I still even if it was a bad camera view, I still felt like he stood up just a little bit too early for that.
It wasn't Drew's fault.
No, it wasn't his fault.
You're supposed to see him down. The cameraman zooms in on Orton, and then when he goes in for it, oh, Drew's up.
Yeah.
That's not what happened, though, because the cameraman zoomed out looking at Drew, and I'm like, what are you doing? To me, that's not on Drew. That's a production thing.
No.
That's just Wrestling 2020 BS that I don't like.
And then, yeah, you're right. But back to the finish. Right when he was going for the Claymore kick, I thought it was over right there when he missed it. I thought we were getting an RKO out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I thought it was game over right there. Like,
See, they hooked us in.
Definitely hooked us in.
We both went up like this a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But then you know it's
backslide. It's been good. I haven't seen someone with a backslide in a minute, so I was down. I haven't seen it since like Brad Armstrong, Brian Pillman days. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Backslide for the victory.
He got one up on Randy Orton, so Orton's gonna be even more pissed.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get more tomorrow night on Raw.
I think this is where you actually start the Randy Orton mind games again, like you know the official mind games. Because
you got to think long term. This has to get back to Edge.
Yes. Eventually.
I know a lot of people thought Edge was coming back. Edge is really hurt. He's not coming back right now.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna see Edge again until is it Mania?
Somewhere around there.
We might get Edge Orton Part 2 at Mania.
I'm okay with that. As long as it's 50 minutes backstage brawl with a butt just grunting and.
Let's see here. DJ says, "Who do you think Drew McIntyre is facing at WrestleMania?" It's not gonna be for the title, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
I think Drew's gonna be in a different spot by then. I don't know who Drew would end up facing. I don't know. Maybe Sheamus.
Jinder Mahal.
Peace.
Please don't do that.
Story's there.
Connor said this was a solid match. PR Nightmare said they should have kept certain wrestlers as dominant heels. Drew, Bray, Braun, all three wrestlers have not done well as faces. Broken says Roman is the leader of Retribution. We'll have to wait and see. Rob, we got a big announcement for Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. If you're an NXT fan, you may want to tune in because
Limitless Keith Lee will be making his debut tomorrow night.
Bask in his glory.
Now, what was that?
What? You're not a fan of Keith Lee? Or you think he's just about to lose a horrible death of being part of this creative process?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Hopefully the right people like him.
I think Vince likes him, though.
I think Vince likes him. But they're gonna write a shitty story. For
He's
him.
big. He's strong. He'll destroy Mighty Mouse.
Keith Lee's my favorite performer in WWE right now, so I'm hoping they do right by him.
We need to worry about Karrion Kross too. By the way, for NXT, little sidebar: Karrion Kross is injured.
That's just what I was gonna bring up. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but they think he has a separated shoulder. What's the recovery on that? About 3-4 months, something like that.
6.
Damn.
That's a long time.
So if it turns out that that's true, we're gonna have another tournament down there. And if Johnny Gargano gets that belt,
This rebel heart.
you know what sucks too? If he is out, Tommaso Ciampa's supposed to be coming back this Wednesday, and he was gonna get his revenge.
He should just steal Goldie. He should just be like, it's mine. He never technically lost it.
I say he's still Scarlet.
What do you mean?
Just take her. You're not gonna keep her off TV.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you can keep.
You got Tommaso Ciampa coming back on NXT. Keith Lee for Raw. Are we gonna see someone debut for SmackDown?
No.
Stay tuned. Terrible.
Anyway,
Universal title match, main event match of the night. This was changed to a Falls Count Anywhere match. I think last week. I don't remember when this happened. They changed a lot of stuff on this card. Braun Strowman, the current Universal Champion, the man who defeated Goldberg, who defeated the Fiend. I just did that on purpose.
let D take this one. I know he's got a lot to say.
I'm a heel. I'm sorry. Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. D. What did you think of this matchup here? Start at the top.
I think they kind of deviated away from what they were having Braun Strowman do. He was ferocious in the beginning, but then once Bray started bouncing back, it was like he didn't know what to do. So it was kind of like, I'm the big bad wolf here, but now you're coming back. Oh wait a minute, I don't know what to do now.
It's almost like fighting a drunk, man. You can't keep them down. They keep coming at you.
That's true. But I just felt like he had the energy and the moxie to.
I just want you to know how hard it was for me when you said big bad, not to say booty daddy. Scott Steiner. Sorry. But yeah, they I don't know, man. They did a lot here for it. They brawled all over the arena a little bit. They come back out. This looked like a poorly done 2K20 match.
There was one powerbomb spot on the announce table. The table didn't break. I know that sucked for Bray because he hit it right on the corner.
Oh yeah, you saw it. He was like, oh.
He did a good job of recovering though.
He did, but man,
he gonna be feeling that.
Ooh, that's gonna be a mean bruise in the morning. Shoot,
Bruised like a
bruised like a Valencia orange.
Let
me know who's boss.
Let him know who's boss.
Yeah, let him know who's
There's
boss.
no doubt about it.
lay the SmackDown on you.
Are you giving me lip, boy? Cause I take this belt off and lay the SmackDown on you.
Casey in the house. What's up, Casey? I invited Casey in here because I was getting questions on like Facebook Messenger at the same time. So I'm like, come into the review because that's what we're talking about. So we get into the finish of this. They're tearing up the ring. Braun gets a box cutter. He's cutting up the ring. It should have been Cobalt. Lifetime warranty on those bad boys. Shop at Lowe's. He gets the box cutter, opens it up, and
Horribly.
he exposes the ring mat. Yeah,
He cut that horribly.
He didn't cut deep enough.
He didn't Tommaso Ciampa this bad boy. So he ends up eating, what was it, 3 Sister Abigails?
3 Sister Abigail. Well, a Uranagi,
Weak.
which was weak. He sold the first one better, but it was still weak. The second one was just horrible. He sold the third Sister Abigail like fucking trash. Granted, yes, he is tall, but I mean, you can bend your knees.
Even they were on an uneven surface too, though.
Nah, bro, not hearing it. Not hearing it.
So all the Sister Abigails get hit. No Alexa Bliss in this. I was surprised.
It kind of ruined my theory too, because I thought that Alexa Bliss and Braun Strowman had this whole mind game that they were playing with
Thank God
with
this
Bray
didn't
Wyatt.
happen.
There was like a whole setup, but I thought Nikki Cross was gonna come in and ruin it for him unintentionally, but eventually it'll lead to her being aligned with Bray Wyatt. But that's out the window now.
Yeah.
Because after Bray Wyatt wins, he got the 1, 2, 3 after the third Sister Abigail. New Universal Champion. My man was relieved here.
I was. Till
Then
the
we
end.
never saw it coming.
Goldberg. I'm just kidding.
They lived up to the tagline because there was no surprises throughout this whole night up until this point.
Smiling Invisalign Roman Reigns comes from out of nowhere and spears Bray Wyatt.
I can't even say what I want to say. This would definitely get you demonetized.
We're already.
Well, technically we're not.
No, this would definitely get you demonetized if I say this. So I'm not gonna say that.
I thought Roman was a pleasant surprise here. Listen, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just flat out say it. If Roman Reigns saved kids from a burning building, people will find some type of way to blame this dude for it.
He set the fire.
Yo, chill. Somebody would probably say that. Roman Reigns can't get any credit for anything. He did a good job coming back. He has not stolen the spotlight from anybody. Some of your other past heroes in the company, you know what they would do. Don't even. So, I'm not mad that Roman came back here. And I like that he was talking.
Stone Cold Jeff Jarrett?
We could talk HBK, we could talk the Hitman, we could talk whoever, bro. Other people in the company would be like, no, I gotta have my spot right now, and that's not going down. Roman Reigns, in my opinion, has done a good job, has done a good job with the role he's been given, and I was happy to see him back. You already know he's the king of BS. So, let me see here. Casey, hold on, I think I made some people mad. DJ said, F Goldberg's old ass. This is not WCW. Take your old ass back home. Casey said, so Conrad, is Roman the leader of Retribution? You guys, what do you think? I hope not.
He's got enough cousins to fill the roles, but they're a little bit bigger than what we've been seeing. So
Aces and 5'8" aren't cutting it right now. PR is laughing. Ace said, Roman Reigns came back as a heel, and I'm not surprised by it. Is Bray a face? To you, you're the Bray Wyatt fan. Do you see Bray as a face right now?
He has to be now.
But was he before this? I felt he was.
I would say he's neutral. I would have said he was neutral.
I still think he's a heel, but he's gonna get that tweener reaction whenever reactions are back.
I feel like they're playing with that gray matter that like Cody's always talking about and Triple H. Like, are there faces and heels anymore, or they're just guys doing things to do it?
I'll say this, I was happy to see Roman back, and I didn't see this as him returning as a heel. It was him reclaiming his yard.
Respect. He even beat Braun's ass with the chair.
We've seen SmackDown's been trash lately without him. Coincidence? I don't know.
Let's see here. Roman Reigns. Let's see. Sick says, I don't think we'll be seeing Roman for a while. Dude ain't playing about this Rona, and I respect it. Casey said, just saying, his shirt definitely sounds like Retribution.
Oh, wreck everybody and leave?
Let me see. Excuse me. Six said he meant to say didn't. I didn't think we'll be seeing Roman for a while. Dude wasn't playing about his Rona, and I respect it. He also had some twins, too, right?
Yeah.
So
5 kids now.
He's got a lot of interns running around. Not that his perm he did. Izzy says, Strowman and Bray was the weakest match of the night.
Nah, Sonya and Mandy definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to stick with Sonya and Mandy. We gave this a B, by the way, too, for anyone asking. Bayley is going to tell Sasha. I'm not repeating that, Broken. How dare you? DJ said, I got a question. Is Roman a heel now? I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore.
I don't think he's a heel. I think this is like what Rob said. He came back to reclaim his yard.
But I think Vince has enough talent that Roman doesn't have to be his only face.
He's a dominant personality. Is what he came back as, I think.
He's not a heel. He's not a face. He's that character that comes in and handles the quote unquote business, and people love him at this point in time.
I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a good guy.
I'm the guy. Bennett.
He said that whack ass line?
Yeah. That was one of my
bad. Suffer and succotash.
Vince made him say suffer and succotash one time, like Sylvester.
What?
Oh, you weren't watching back then.
I've got some videos to show you about Roman. I'll show you why people don't like him. Overall score for this event, guys. We had some good questions tonight. We're gonna go with a B. Is that fair?
I'm with that.
I thought this was a decent SummerSlam show.
I think this is one of the best WWE shows they've done in a while.
Yes.
Really? Was this better than when we went last year?
No, that shit was fun. We were there.
Hell yeah! But sorry, dude.
No, you good.
But yeah, what did you think?
It's been better than what they've done recently.
Hopefully they can keep up the momentum, guys. Casey said, can we talk about some more interesting things like the Batman trailer? How freaking amazing.
Robert Pattinson, boy.
Yeah.
That's
Everybody owes him an apology.
I already apologized once I saw that one. Ben Affleck's trash, though. Sorry, Casey.
Nah.
I'm happy he's coming back for that Flash movie.
Yeah, me too.
He's only good as Bruce Wayne. Batman, no.
There's only been 2 people to pull off the Batman Bruce Wayne thing.
Obi-Wan said, the guy or just a guy? Oh, goodness gracious. PR said, if Roman is a heel, keep him quiet and just kick and lose that stupid-ass roaring spear and that Superman punch.
Oh, but it's cool when Orange Cassidy does a Superman punch.
Yes.
First off, it's the orange punch.
Whatever. It still looks trash. It's a bad wrestling move.
Make sure you show him the one where he calls Samoa Joe fat. Scott Steiner? Nah. And by the way, Samoa Joe is the voice of your boy Croc.
No, King Shark.
Excuse me, yes. In the new Suicide Squad game.
Kill the Justice League. There's
Yes.
also a new Gotham Knights game.
That looks super
DC
dope.
did their thing this weekend.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, they had that nice event and held it down. So I really look forward to it. Let me see here. I'll let Casey and Derek argue offline about the Batman thing.
Casey,
but
not happening, bro.
But do me a favor, guys. Make sure that you guys cop the t-shirts that Rob works on. Rob's rocking one right now, the Run EPW. That is from TeePublic, right? Yours?
Yep.
And this one is actually from the What For Apparel. If you guys like everything pro wrestling, get yourself a shirt. That's the best way to support. I want you guys to get some product for everything that you guys do. And I appreciate you guys coming out. Casey just said DC Fandom was freaking fantastic.
Agreed.
And I agree. And I think SummerSlam was a good show. So we will end on that note. For myself, Derek, Rob, we are out. Thank you guys so much for listening to Everything Pro Wrestling. Peace.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, please listen every day to the showcase, the opinions and knowledge that anyone can take, showing you how it is done, proving I am number one, what a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson, yes. Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes.
Are you looking for the newest and hottest in the world of pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 6,000 hours of the best events from over 150 of your favorite promotions from 20 different countries around the globe. Brands like Progress Wrestling, Evolve Wrestling, Combat Zone, Defy, PCW Ultra, PWX, Over the Top, Shine, and hundreds of others with fresh content added every day for only $5.99 per month. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
Everything Pro Wrestling, it's your boys from the Everything College Basketball Podcast and Facebook group. I'm Josh Burton, letting you all know that if you like the college game, that there's only one spot to come find all you need to know.
Yep, Josh, Peyton, and myself, Tyler. We are the three voices of ECB podcast and Facebook group. Peyton, tell them where they can find us and listen to us at.
Well, Tyler, you can find us on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and all other podcast hosting sites. Also, go join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups like everything college basketball. So if you want everything you need to know about the collegiate game or have a passion for it, there's only one spot that you need to check out on a weekly basis or a daily basis with the Facebook group. That's everything college basketball. Now let's get back to Conrad informing you on everything pro wrestling and the workings around it.
Brother.
What's going on, Everything Pro Wrestling listeners? It's your boy Jesse Carter over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot podcast, where we run special interviews with independent wrestlers, also former WWE and TNA stars. Pretty soon we're going to be having the Matt Sydal episode drop, so you need to come and check that out. And you can find us over on anchor.fm/the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Also, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts. The show also covers reviews from old and current events such as pay-per-views, AEW, WWE, whatever you're into nowadays, we will be covering reviews on that. We also have a little bit of music artists join us on the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Also dive into belt collecting and hobbies of all kind. So yeah, as soon as you are finished with everything pro wrestling, why don't you come on over and check it out and tell us what you think. You can follow our Facebook page at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. We are also on Twitter at Carter Inc. That is CARDER. INC. Also Instagram at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. You can also find us on YouTube and Twitch. Coming soon, we will be doing live streams of the show on YouTube at the Pro Wrestling Shoot, and same with Twitch at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. All right, Conrad, back to you, and hope you all enjoy the rest of the episode from Everything Pro Wrestling.